Today, the Warrington Wolves Youth Academy is being put through its paces, but it won't just be on the field. The Wolves are also trying to educate their young players about other problems like gambling. And so they've taken the lead and invited an expert here to tell them about the dangers. Players from the age of 16 to 20 train at the club's academy. All are hoping to land that sought-after professional contract that will see them signed by a Super League team. The coaching staff here don't just focus on tackles and fitness though. Personal development of the player is also important to give them the best possible chance of success.
We feel that education is a real important area for our youth development, and it's certainly within our philosophies to educate the person as well as the footballer. Gambling awareness, is an important issue, same as alcohol and drugs, and we feel that we need to, educate these young people so they can make the right decisions in life.
As well as training 3 times a week and following a home programme, the youngsters at the Wolves are expected to come to talks and educational sessions like the one you're about to see on the dangers of gambling. And the club is leading the way in trying to help players make the right choices before they get into any trouble.
If our young players, just take one thing out of the talk, then it's certainly a benefit. And even if that's only one young player, we've done our job there. Going forwards, there are going to be temptations there. There are going to be people who want to, get a little bit of action from these lads, whether that be, alcohol, drugs, or like today, gambling awareness, the gambling side of things. So it is important that we try and educate them at least and offer that support for them.
The Warrington outfit's working with GamCare on delivering the message to players. The organisation gives free counselling, advice and information on the issue. The experts there have been trying to raise the awareness of gambling for years and say ideas like this help them to get the message across to a vulnerable group.
We know that certainly amongst young people, often as young as 12, 13, 14 up to 15, are beginning to actually think about gambling in a much more normalised way. And that's a little bit of a concern for us because it is an adult activity.
The first team players at Warrington have also been given a session on gambling. GamCare now wants other rugby league clubs to think about the benefits of warning their stars about the potential dangers. The group says gambling is often called the hidden addiction, and there are many reasons why people start in the first place.
Often what we find, and again particularly with focus on youth, is that there's been possibly some gambling within the family, and that's kind of been carried on. And we know statistically, by the way, that young people are sometimes 2 or 3 times more likely to develop a gambling problem than adults, because their maturity levels are not there, their understanding is not there, and they're much more open to risk-taking.
Spotting the signs gambling is getting out of hand is one of the key messages being delivered, along with the reasons why people start. Often it's not just to win money, as these youth players found out.
It highlighted some of the issues that you can have with your family, some of the problems that you can have with your friends, lying to your friends about how much money you're spending, how much time you're spending in the shops. I know you've touched on you can do it on the internet, so you can make it quite sly now. You can hide it from a lot of people, and you can get into a lot of trouble.
Just like open your eyes a little bit to gambling and be aware of the trap it can obviously entail. Don't get caught up in it all, because at the end of the day, if you win now, it's going to catch up with you. So just don't get caught up in it.
I think it's a great idea getting a guy in before there's any problems allowed to escalate and getting us aware, rather than letting us get into the habit and then trying to fix it.
There isn't a problem with youth gambling here at the club, but those who are looking after the young players' development feel it's important to get people in to educate them about the pitfalls that could be waiting for them further along in their careers.